Yeah,
I think this is not what feminism should be. That's not what it's based on. And also doesn't mean that men shouldn't also fight for their rights. Like, there's a lot of issues. Like a lot of men can be depressed and everybody laughs at them. Or men can be abused. Again, that's embarrassing for a man. Why is it
yeah, to
embarrassing?
share that and stuff like
Of
that.
course, it shouldn't be embarrassing, and that's why there's so many suicides in men, so many anxiety and depression. And that's an issue that we don't discuss because it's embarrassing for the man, or men don't ever want to talk about it. But why is it that way for men? It's not equal.
Yeah.
So men are also not equal in some parts that they should be equal. Because it's always like, oh, be a man, don't cry. Or like, it's so sexist and horrible.
Who says men shouldn't cry? The greatest of men cried the most.
See, that's the thing. That's why I don't like that either. Like,
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But look, here's a proposal. Why do we need to bring in a new word called feminism? We already have Islam. Islam is the most complete way of life.
in the entire society, in the entire world actually, to become Muslim.
It will happen one day. We've been told it will. Inshallah.
I mean, I think that the most important thing is that people are good people. So even if they don't want to be Muslims, they can be good people and they can do the things that Islam is trying to make people do. Like
I'm
what
100%
you're speaking
for
right
that,
now,
of course.
I don't need to label it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I can be a good person. I can even go to like heaven without being a Muslim by name. But if I'm a good person and I'm, like I'm doing good for everyone and I'm whatever, I'm following the rules.
Goodness is good.
Yeah.
I think Islam, the core of Islam is to submit.
Yeah.
The word Muslim means to submit, yeah?
Yeah.
So if we submit to the will of Allah, if me and you, we say, okay, we're Muslims, yeah? We submit 100% our will. So every decision that we make, every thought that we have, whatever it is, we submit this to God Almighty. Why? Because He is the creator. The moment we have established that, and the moment we say, okay, every decision I make has to be in accordance with what He has guided me to. Because this life is temporary, we're all gonna die, you know? After we die, no one cares who's a feminist, no one cares who's equal, everyone will be judged on the same scale, and that's the justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if we know that we have to live our entire life according to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His instructions, then all of these other issues, they become secondary. Me personally, right, you're fighting for equality, yeah? And I love it, you know, like I'm full respect, right? Because of course we have to fight for what we believe in. But don't you think that by believing into these new generation dogmas, you know? I said dogma and a dog just came. Believing in these new generation accusations, you know, on Islam and stuff like that, that men are superior, women are inferior, and this and that. All we're doing is we're harming ourselves, you know. And I'm telling you this, you know, and this is without trying to offend anyone. I'm not saying you are, but you will be supporting the people that propagate this by believing in them. Islam is a complete way of life, and when we promote Islam to people, we don't just promote equality. We tell them, listen, equality is one thing. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to save you from the torment, you know, and I'm trying to show you the guidance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has called us to. So that guidance is much more important. And I think if as individuals, yeah, I personally believe that equality is a big problem, but the fact that the Muslims, you know, we lack in our own faith is a much bigger issue. You know, today we see like I see a lot of, because I'm involved in these circles sometimes, you know, I see a lot of people, they're super passionate about these things, you know, but they don't even pray their 5 prayers, you know. Like you don't pray, which is a punishable thing. Not praying is punishable. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us, Rasulullah has said that the prayer is the line between iman and kufr, between belief and, you know, like this is the thing. Of course, there's many things surrounding that. Doesn't mean that you miss a salah and you're a kafir, but I'm saying people, you know, like we feel very passionate about these topics. Islam already has a solution to those topics, but it's only when we change what is within ourselves. It's only when we change our orientation, when we understand, when we wake up, you know. Most people are asleep. When you wake up from this delusion of what society has painted nowadays, that's only when we can really follow the true Islam. And if the Muslims alone follow true Islam, there would be no need for feminism. There would be no need for such a thing. Because it already would create, it will solve a huge deal of it. You know, if you look at societies during the time of the Muslims, during the Khilafah, there was never such topics. There was never such topics. Look at the empowerment of women. In Islam, the first university, official university, was created by a woman. at the time of some khilafas, the women, they were leaders in science, they were leaders in poetry, they were leaders in educating other people, doctors and stuff like this, you know? Like amazing stories.
There are women who fought alongside the
Of course there are, and they were some of the strongest people. So if you look at what was happening in the Arab Peninsula back 1400 years ago, and when Islam came, how it relieved a lot of oppression from the society, that's a miracle in and of itself. People were burying their daughters alive at that time. Can you imagine, you know? Unfortunately, it still happens in some parts of the world, very pagan rituals, you know? But at that time, it was completely abolished. It's sternly been advised against by the Quran with a huge punishment by Rasulullah. So this is the thing. Islam only comes to honor women, and it only comes to uphold the woman and to put them in the respect and dignity that they deserve. And the general day-to-day accusations of oppression because of the hijab or because of one man can marry 4 wives and these common things, you know. If someone was to understand these, they would know that none of it is against women. None of it is meant to oppress women. I know many women who wear the niqab. I know many women who are in polygamous marriages. Correctly done, okay? I know many that are done it where there is oppression as well, which I completely disagree with and I speak against. But the ones that are doing it correctly, they're the happiest women I know. You know, there's nothing taken away from them. So it's always difficult to put 21st century, 2020 societal views with all that's happening every day. There's a new movement with the truth, you know, because the truth, the society is so far away from it. Sometimes it sounds crazy to us. But if you were to analyze everything around it, the truth is what wins at the end of the day, and falsehood will always perish. So I hope that clarifies some stuff for you. So. Alhamdulillah.
I mean, I know about the marriages and stuff. Like, I know how it can be fair and everything. It was just the equality thing that I was like shaky about.
Yeah. So again, equality is a distant word. I think we agree on that. You know, I don't think it's as much about equality as it is about, let's say, balance. You know, and justice.
Yeah.
Justice is the word.
Think, justice or fairness.
Allah describes himself as al-adl, you know, the just, the fair one. You know? So this is the most important thing.
There's this argument that they always constantly use against Islam about inheritance, how men get more, and then they forget to mention that men get more because they're meant to...
They have to look after everyone.
They have to look after everyone, but the woman that's for herself, so they can use it.
The man has to work, the woman doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, many women today, they fight, oh, why can I not work? You know, this is a big thing in Muslim countries. Yeah, but you don't have to. You know, you can work if you want. Of course you can, in a halal setting. But you don't have to. Isn't that an amazing thing? If as a man, I'm married, I have children, I sit down at home, it's haram upon me. I have to go, I have to put in effort to make money, you know? A woman can just sit at home and be like, yalla, go get me some food. So, this is a good thing. What's wrong about this? It's amazing. But, so you moved to London now, yeah?
Yeah, I've been here for a while.
Alhamdulillah.
No, I lived in Kuwait.
I hope they use your let's say passion and righteousness to do something good, all of you, you know? The best thing, honestly, like maybe you'll come to this soon, maybe you'll come later. I'm saying this from personal experience. The best thing you'll ever do is to come to a point where you only propagate for Islam. It may sound strange because you're like, yeah, but even non-Muslims deserve fairness. Yes, but they can never achieve a complete way of life because equality is one thing. What about all the other issues in life? What about the relationship with the parents? What about the relationship with the daughters? What about the relationship with the workplace? What about fairness in society? What about rights in society? You know, everything. So we can go through many things. So unless someone follows the way of Islam, we believe that he or she will always have something missing. There'll always be something lacking in the way they deal with people because Islam is the complete guide. And may Allah guide us all and grant us the knowledge to understand that and then propagate and call people towards it. Inshallah.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
وإياك. All the best to you, yeah? Who do I give this
Who
to?
Brett Cameron's belong to?
Allah, I don't know, akhi. I don't even know who these people are.
Here's one. No, is it?
Shukran,
It's the whole
habibi.
crew. You see, yeah.
I was just speaking with him, you know. Ali.
Sam down. Sorry. Sam.
شكرا حبيبي.
Get your.
And this one is whose?
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
Ask Mansour if you want to record.
Did you turn off?